Today I am discussing with you cooperative marketing in India. As far as this concept is concerned, it simply means when two organizations works together to promote goods of each other and while selling their own goods, that is called cooperative marketing. This concept in India emerged because the existing problem of the marketing system as well as the problems of the middleman. I am going to take the contents of cooperative marketing, that is historical development, meaning, definition, need, structure, functions, merits and limitations of cooperative marketing system. Before starting, I am going to define the cooperative marketing, that is the definition given by K.R. Kulkarni. The cooperative marketing is the marketing for the producers and by the producers that aims at eliminating the chain of middlemen operating between producers and the ultimate consumer and thus securing the maximum price for their produce. Dear friends, cooperative marketing has the objective to eliminate the middleman and to provide or to establish maximum price for the producer for their produces. So the cooperative marketing eliminates the maximum problem of the present marketing system for the agriculture produce, because it is the team of the producers. Now come on, further discussion related to this. As far as history is concerned, in India this concept emerged in 1912 with the organization and the act, that is Cooperative Society Act of 1912, and the organization what first emerged, that is Kumbakonam Agriculture Society in 1913, which supplies seeds, manure, implements and arrangements of sale of the products of its members. Then after this development in 1958, before this we have so many societies for the different agriculture commodities, specifically to the agriculture produce. Related to every commodity we have different kind of societies, but then again we have development in 1958, that is National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation came into power as the apex body of cooperative marketing. In 1963, the National Cooperative Development Corporation NCDC was established for the promotion of programs relating to processing, storage, packing and marketing of rural produce through cooperative marketing. In 1968, the RBI recognized the linking of credit with marketing as a necessary step for the development of agriculture marketing. And with this development, you can say further the Mirda Committee recommended that the membership of Agriculture Marketing Society should be restricted to the agriculturists and traders should not be allowed to join agriculture marketing societies. Means they restrict to join the traders the agriculture marketing society. Then Dantawala Committee in 1966 stressed the need for cooperation and integration among the various cooperative organizations after reviewing the pattern of cooperative marketing, distribution of inputs to producers and supply of consumer products. After this development, we can conclude that cooperative marketing organizations are the association of producers for the collective marketing of their produce and of securing for the members the advantage that result from large scale business which an individual cultivator cannot secure because of his small marketable surplus. In India, the need for cooperative marketing arises from a variety of factors such as malpractices in the existing agriculture marketing system, excessive middlemen, charges, and the major factors is a large number of farmers are indebted to the traders who are often moneylenders. In this situation, the farmer is literally at the mercy of the village traders. Often the farmers at the harvest time is forced to sell the produce to the village traders at relatively low price. We can jot down the need of cooperative marketing. It helps to eliminate malpractices, to establish appropriate reward for the efforts of the farmers, real producers of the commodities, then commitment of integrated program, and to stabilize the agricultural price. This is the sole objective of cooperative marketing, where it focuses to establish the standard price for the agriculture produce. As far as cooperative marketing structure is concerned, in India there are 2 and 3 tier marketing structure has been adopted. Some state has adopted 2 tier structure and some state has adopted 3 tier structures. And the organization at the national level, NAFED, serve as the apex institution related to the marketing societies. And at the base level, there are primary cooperative marketing societies. These societies market the products of the farmer members in that area. They are located at the primary wholesale market. At the district level, there are central cooperative marketing unions. Their main job is to market the product brought for sale by the primary cooperative marketing society of that area. These are located at the secondary wholesale markets. The members of these unions are primarily cooperative marketing society and the individual farmer members. In the 2-tier structure, the state level society perform these functions through their branches throughout the state. One is at this primary level, we have one structure, and the another structure is at the secondary, or you can say 2 tiers at the secondary level. Then we can in conclusion we can inference we have one structure at primary cooperative level, then central or at district level cooperative society, and finally is at state marketing societies. With this help of this structure, we can directly interface with the producers and the consumer related to agriculture marketing produce, because we have to sort out the problems of the farmers and of the consumer related to the agriculture commodities. We have 10 main functions of cooperative marketing society. One is purchase and sale of produce, distribution of agriculture inputs, providing storage facilities, supply of agriculture implements, providing financial assistance, then processing of produce, providing transportation facility, providing market information, stable price, participation in foreign trade. In nutshell, if we conclude, the marketing society plays a number of roles for the producers related to their pricing problem, related to their transportation problem, related to their availability of inputs, related to marketing of agriculture commodities. Means here we have to you can say adopt a procedure to facilitate the farmers in all respect, and this marketing society is basically the team of the producers and which who knows the real problems of the farmers. Then after this main functions of cooperative society, we can move towards types of cooperative marketing, where we have basically 2 types. On the basis of commodities, I have grouped into single commodity cooperative marketing society, and another is multi-commodity cooperative marketing society. As far as single commodity cooperative marketing society is concerned, this type of society dealt with only one agriculture commodity. For example, cotton cooperative marketing society, all seed growers cooperative marketing society, etc. Areca nut cooperative marketing society. These society developed before independence in India related to single commodity as far as the commodity is concerned. Then is multiple society cooperative society means where society deals with more number of commodity produced by the members, such as oil seeds, cotton, food grains, etc. As far as merits of cooperative marketing is concerned, we can conclude some merits like development of orderly marketing, realization of high prices, lower cost of production, elimination of trade abuses, and then better selling methods, control of quality and better grading, essence of integrated program of credit, and instrument of education. Means cooperative society works, you can say, for the development of the farmer, for awareness of the farmers, for their you can say for selling, improving the selling methods for them, and to controlling the quality and better grading for their agriculture produce, with the help of you can say integrated programs launched for this particular purpose. And with the awareness and instrument of education, we can directly interface with the farmers. Then we can discuss the limitation of cooperative societies and reasons for slow progress of cooperative sector. Disloyalty of the members is the one and important factor. Then lack of scientific management. Then rivalry from the private traders. Within the system, we have so many rivalries and competition. Then defective business techniques is also another important reason for the slow growth of this cooperative sector. The cooperative marketing societies try to, you can say, solve out these all problems from last 6 decades, because after independence we worked with this cooperative marketing society near about 60-70 years, and this is the, you can say, in history of the my cooperative marketing society. And if we eradicate these problems, then we can take maximum advantage of this cooperative marketing society. Thank you very much.